12 was their record last year. One of the bigger underperforming teams in the league. Injuries to guys like Javonte Williams certainly hurt. But what do you think they need to do, Charles, to turn it around?
They need to build a more cohesive offensive line. They've struggled in that spot for the last couple of seasons. And a defense that's often very good has to tackle better in the open field.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Wilson. That's complete to Troutman, right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Broncos first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
The penalty is declined.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. Incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On second down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Broncos.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now Wilson on first down. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Denver.
They run it again with Williams. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 3rd and 3. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Williams again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Broncos 10.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins offense heading back out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams. We shine the spotlight on him. The Omen's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established. Right? When you're running it well, and the back's getting the ball, and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Berrios. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Tua sliding out of the pocket. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Solo left side on. Solo left side.
Here's Tua. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe laying himself out in the end zone. And the The Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game?
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Oh, good move. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he will have a Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A give to Williams, running right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Back now in Miami. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. The left side complete to Troutman. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Their defense forced a turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And that's going to be another first down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Wilson. And that's caught by Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Wilson to throw. Able to find Judy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Finding Courtland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing now is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.